Nick in Twickenham.
This will be good.
Three Nicks. Oh dear, it sounds like some pantomime.
Good morning, Mr. Clegg. It's an honor to speak to you.
It's good to speak to you.
My main question was, with the ever-increasing population, especially the babies and the elderly population, how can the government even think of or justify closing down various A&Es and various hospitals, especially in London, where the population is about to burst and explode?
I think you're talking about the news this morning about the recommendations for the reconfiguration in the North West Trust, yeah?
Yeah, Hammersmith and Charing Cross.
And Ealing Hospital.
Well, Ealing's different, are going to be okay, but there is a sort of question. I hear what you say, but at the moment Ealing is still, but they may have some services removed. Mr. Clegg.
Look, Nick, as you know, these are recommendations made by people who are looking at all the clinical needs of the population across London, and it's not a political decision in that sense. It's a decision taken by people who are paid to look at what are the best ways to make sure the best care is available to the maximum number of people. And I think, if I understand it correctly, to be honest, I haven't followed every twist and turn of the recommendations for the North West Trust, but my understanding is that some A&E departments, it's recommended, will be downgraded, but I think about 5 hospitals in the northwest area will actually be upgraded. Will be providing, for instance, 24-hour consultant-led care. I think the problem we have in London and elsewhere is, can every hospital in every part of the country, in every part of the city, provide the identical amount of intensive 24-hour care or not? Or, as the experts recommend, is it actually better for us as patients to make sure that you have first-class, first-rate care in certain places, so that you have the specialists there available in those locations, rather than, in a sense, spreading things too thinly? That's what I think lies behind all of this. It's incredibly controversial. I understand that anybody who sees any downgrading of their own local hospital, A&E and so on, will be concerned. I think it's really important now that the authors of these recommendations are able to explain clearly and simply the reasons why they've taken these decisions and why they clearly believe that it's better for us as patients.
Quick response from you, Nick.
The only problem is that all the A&Es that you're talking about upgrading are already so busy that they will not be able to cope with if these A&E closes. If the population, let's say for Ealing, around 68,000 people go to various other A&Es, they are not going to be able to cope.
And on that point, in fact, it's been revealed, Mr. Clegg, that five A&Es will serve 2 million people in North London. Now, that's a rather concerning statistic, Deputy Prime Minister.
Yes, and of course this is part and parcel of a bigger issue, which is we've seen a very sharp increase in the number of people going to A&E for some time now. Various complex reasons for that. Some people say it goes back to the botched renegotiation of GP contracts, which encourage people to go to hospital rather than go to the GP. We've got this whole issue about people sometimes going to A&E for ailments that weren't traditionally something you'd go to A&E for. Population pressures, demographic changes, as Nick has said, and so on and so forth. But I think we've got to allow people who are trying to look towards the long-term needs of patients in London to also make recommendations which they think would provide the best A&E services in the long run. Nobody in government, nobody in the NHS, none of the managers, none of the people working in any A&E department want anything other than the best possible A&E service for the maximum number of people.